Lily, it's Grammy. I'm here again to read you a story, and I brought some friends. I brought Hannah, and I brought a book, and on the book is a unicorn, and the unicorn's name is Kelp, and he came with me today. And here he is. He's right behind Hannah. And Hannah kind of likes him. So he's going to help us read the book about him. And his name is Kelp. And the book is called Not Quite Narwhal. Not Quite Narwhal. And it's by Jessie Sema. Kelp was born deep in the ocean. See, there's Kelp. Kind of like your baby sister, Zoe, huh? All wrapped up in a big clamshell. There's Kelp. He knew early on that he was different from the other narwhals. These must be the narwhals. His tusk wasn't as long as everyone else's. He had different taste in food. Look at their eating. What are they eating? Maybe they're eating an octopus? And oh, that looks like shrimp. Shrimp's very good. Everyone in our family and your family loves shrimp. And he wasn't very good. He wasn't a very good swimmer. He has little water wings on his arms. When you swam, did you have water wings on your arms too? But they all have little unicorns on their heads. There he is, swimming along, and he's holding the tail. But his friends didn't seem to mind, so Kelp decided he wouldn't either. He didn't mind being different. Everybody's different. You guys ready? That's it, until he was swept away by a strange current. There he goes. And he's swimming away, and he gets whooped away. Woo! And he says, I wish I were a better swimmer.
Kelp found himself at the surface, closer to land than he had ever been before. High up on a cliff, he spotted a mysterious, sparkling creature. It looked so familiar. It looked like Kelp. Kelp swam toward the land as fast as he could, which wasn't very fast at all, hoping that he could catch up with the creature that looked just like him. When he finally reached the shore, he felt a little bit anxious. He had never been left in the ocean. He was nervous about walking for the first time, but the land creatures made it look so easy. It wasn't. Eventually, he got the hang of it.
Baby, it's Mommy. Everything on land was strange and beautiful, but also kind of scary. Kelp began to think he might never find a creature that looked just like him. But as he stumbled out of the forest, land narwhals actually were unicorns, and by the looks of it, so are you. Kelp had never heard of unicorns before. They taught him all sorts of new things about his tusk. We call them horns. Wow. They introduced him to unicorn delicacies, a unicorn or a unicorn, and they showed him how to gallop. There was no doubt that Kelp was, in fact, a unicorn. He was having so much fun that he didn't want to leave. But then he remembered all of his friends under the sea. Kelp missed them terribly, so he said goodbye to the unicorns and returned to the ocean. Come back soon.
You ready, Collin?
Just gonna read one more. Kelp swam towards home as fast as he could, which wasn't very fast at all, hoping that the narwhals would still like him now that he was a unicorn. When he finally arrived, Kelp had butterflies in his stomach. Welcome home, Kelp.
Kelp took a deep breath and told his friends the news. It turns out I'm not a narwhal. Of course you aren't. I'm a unicorn. We all knew that. They took it quite well. Kelp was happy to be home, but now that he'd experienced life on land with the unicorns, he couldn't seem to forget them. Did he want to be a land narwhal with the unicorns, or a sea unicorn with the narwhals? Kelp couldn't decide, but then he realized that maybe just maybe he didn't have to choose. The end.